Hey everyone, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Rimworld Alpha 16. So, I think this episode, I'm just going to kind of keep it on, you know what I mean? Just sort of continue with this stuff, and flooring especially, and oh god, that scared me. My one calendar in my room just, like, fell off the wall. It was real spooky. I'm kind of really jumpy since I started playing Resident Evil 7, I have to say. Just because, I don't know, it's a pretty scary game, especially the first, like, half of it. Okay, so, just continuing this. I do think oh yeah, as you can see, I've quit the game since last time. You can usually tell when I've had a long time or a period of time without playing the game, because that's when all of this crap has collapsed, because I'll usually just forget to reset it. Okay, I think I can make more turrets, probably. I mean, we are producing components, correct? Yeah, we are, so there's no reason not to spend as many as I want to. I'll just make I'm just going to do this completely. I don't know if we have enough steel for it, but otherwise I think we should be good. Ugh. Okay. Praying. Oh, meditating. Same difference. Well, okay, it's not really the same difference, but you know what I mean. Yeah, sorry I'm not talking about much. I just can't think of much to talk about. And the sad thing is, when you're getting this late in the game, you kind of do, I don't know, things definitely slow down a bit. I mean, as you can see, Tynan has definitely, I think, tried working on, like, making the late game a little more less boring, but I don't know. It still feels to me like once you start getting in the late game, you kind of just, there's kind of a halt of any sort of progress. I guess that could just be me, though. Oh my god. Holy crap. Well, there's something to talk about. Now I can complain about diseases again. It's been a while since we've had one, but, oh my. Oh my. So, everyone's going to be extraordinarily hungry now, I'm assuming. Oh, no. Oh yeah, something I could do is, let's see here, depth. How good of a cook are you? Up to 10. Yeah, cooking is definitely one of those skills in this game where it takes forever to get it to rise, like, at all. She's been, I think, our main cook the whole game, and she's only at 10 still. Like, at least with Sloth, she's been our main constructor, but she has a really high skill to show for it. I could make some fine meals. Make, like, 10 or so of those. I mean, that'll help with mood, for one, and secondly, I guess now that we really need food, I might as well have some extra meals sitting around. Yeah, someone asked if I was sick last episode. I think that's just because I wasn't speaking very, like, motivated sounding. Also, this has kind of annoyed me. I'm just going to do that. If anything, it would make more sense to go like this. Yeah, considering there's no doorway over there. Oh, yeah. Is there anything to haul inside the base? Out of curiosity. Not really. No. Oh, there's that. Okay, yeah, that's stuff I definitely want to haul. That too. Oh yeah, that stuff. Okay, I said not really, when in reality there's quite a bit. Okay, that can all get hauled. So how's this going? Oh wow, they're all done. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Forgot I was doing that. Oh, and well, something else I didn't even notice. This isn't even in our home zone, so that's why it looks all messed up, because no one's cleaning or repairing any of that. Yeah, I should probably expand our home zone a bit. I think I never had it that expanded just because of all the fires we were getting, but we're pretty isolated now with the walls, so it'd make a lot more sense to do something like this. Okay, yeah, that's much, much better. And yeah, this is still designated even though it shouldn't be, so that can get repaired. Yeah, I'm honestly contemplating not even running this thing anymore just because of how, well, it's kind of useless. I guess I could just do something like that, and that would work. Otherwise, I just need to... Oh, crap. I don't know how that's going to work. Oh, I think if I go like this, maybe... Oh, There we go. Okay, I can... There we go. I was gonna say, I don't know how to deconstruct it without deconstructing the refinery. It's not that hard. Oh, who the hell's making a thing out of slate? I don't know when I just allowed... Oh, what the hell? Steel too? When did I allow that? I don't remember allowing that. I think he's still been... Yeah, I don't want... Okay, no, that's sandstone. I'm fine with that. Okay, good. He hasn't used any steel yet. Okay. Yeah, that was really weird. Okay, we do have more sculpture, though. Or sculptures. So, who should I give sculptures? I think we have someone who is... Let's see if I can find them. I think it's Red. Yeah, Red is greedy for an impressive bedroom. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and reinstall one of these into Red's room, and he should be happy about that. That should make him no longer pissy. Oh, wow, a masterwork? That is cool. I'm going to look at that one once I am done assigning everything else. You know what, I'm just going to install the masterwork inside this hallway, because the hallway will then probably be like a very pleasant environment, you know, this big room here. Just having this one sculpture will probably help out a lot. Yeah, and when a sculpture isn't installed, as you can see, it actually causes negative whatever, which is kind of weird. You wouldn't think that would be the case, but yeah, it causes a negative amount of scenery. So if I just install one sculpture in this room, I mean, let me just look at it right now. Yeah, this room right now has 13, so if I install that one sculpture, it's probably going to go up a lot. Hopefully, at least. Yeah, that's assuming they can ever get done. I'm going to force this to get done. I just want to see what it will cause. Okay, that's done. I'm going to do that in Red's room, see if that makes him a happy camper. He's still greedy. I think it's just because it's not big enough, maybe. His room has become slightly impressive, at least. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's weird. Okay, oh, he's got this to offset this, so it's only really a -1. So I'm assuming that maybe if I can add a... I think someone mentioned to me in the past that this happens if the room isn't, like, at least 64 squares, and as you can see, it's only, like, 18 squares. So... Or maybe I think it's like 40 squares. I don't even remember. Someone said it to me a long time ago. How's this then? It's still awful. Yeah, if I can just get some nice flooring in here, that would probably help out a lot. Although, yeah, that's probably not helping this junk over here. That's definitely not helping out anything. Oh, we definitely need slate. Yeah, I keep mentioning that I want to redo these bedrooms, but I keep getting distracted with other stupid things, so... Oh, this is assigned. Yeah, everyone else is just doing slightly more important things. We have a self-tamed wild boar. Yeah, like I've said, we've been getting so many self-tamed animals, which I guess is kind of neat, but weird, too. Well, this is actually somewhat impressive, probably just because of that one sculpture I have in there, and the ZT event. As I oftentimes have. Oh, it freaking blew the statue up, too. Actually, it's almost gone completely. I wonder, can you repair statues? You wouldn't think you could. I guess you can. You wouldn't think you could, considering a statue is something that's kind of like one-of-a-kind piece of art, you know? You wouldn't think you'd be able to repair it. I mean, maybe an artist could repair it, but... Yeah, kind of weird. Alright, I think I'm going to stick... Oh, how's this room? What's this considered? Very impressive. This is awful. This is still awful. I think I might just continue putting more of these around this room. I mean, honestly, I could just put them all in the corner. Yeah, even if it's poor, though, it does cause some beauty. I just don't like the poor ones. But honestly, I shouldn't deconstruct the poor ones like I do so much. Doesn't make much sense. Okay. Yeah, William's just gonna make as many sculptures as he possibly can. His skill is definitely going up, though. I think it might have been like a 2 or 3 when he started out, so it's a hell of a lot higher than it once was. Ooh, and we're getting a cotton thing, so I can finish off the carpeting in here. And what else can I do then? I mean... Huh. I think I'm gonna force my crafters to prioritize this. I think I'll just force it right now manually, and then hopefully they'll do it long enough that we can get enough slate. Because I just want to get this done with. And then probably with all the wood I'd get from this, I can probably floor like this entire region. So that's a good idea, I do believe. Definitely something that'll help us out a lot in the long run. Okay, so yes, who's the other crafter? Crumble, yeah. Admittedly, Crumble is, I think, one of our few growers, so it's somewhat high priority too. Although our meals, we don't have, I mean, we have plenty of meals is what I should say. So why did someone make 4 different stacks of herbal medicine? That makes no sense. No sense at all. I'm sorry that I keep going, but for some reason I'm really phlegmy. I know, too much information, right? But that's why. And it's weird, because I don't even feel sick. I just... a lot of phlegm. I guess that's probably the early signs of being sick, though, isn't it? Curious what might be behind here. Probably just one random stack of stone that has absolutely nothing within it. Okay, why are we running out of... oh, is this on or something? Let me see here. Oh, this is never... this didn't get deconstructed. Okay. I'm wondering, I'm like, why am I running out of electricity so much? Because for some reason, Sloth never did that. Okay, that's a lot better. Yeah, and you should be reconnecting to this one. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah, I think we were trying to power every single turret we own. And another group of beavers. My god, game. This is like the freaking 6th one now. I guess, I mean... guess I'll just go ahead and do that. Might as well. Jeez. I think they've been doing this like all night. Okay, how many do we have? We got like a little more than 100, I think, out of it, so it was kind of worth it. Oh, they do still consume stuff. They'll just prioritize getting that done more than anything else. Okay, that's cool. I never really noticed that, because I was assuming maybe they were just not even eating or sleeping. But they're still eating. They're just doing this above and beyond. So that's cool. Yeah, that's very good for us. And fortunately, I have a lot of people that are in a lot of pain from these gutworms. Oh, and for some reason no one's treating anyone else, which is very strange considering we've got 3 doctors. You'd think someone would actually bother treating, but apparently not. Oh, and yeah, let me do something else just really quickly. Because this would make a lot more sense. Okay, we should be putting... let's see if I can find it. Medicine in here. Then I'm going to make another zone right here, and then do a copy and a paste. There we go. That makes a lot more sense. Oh, and of course you only hold the stack of 1. That's logical. Okay. Alright, that'll make our lives a little bit easier. Don't have to haul stuff all the way across the colony anymore. I think we might. I don't know if we have quite enough slate, but we might. I don't really want to do that yet, though, because I think my haulers aren't really... or not my hauler, my constructor... oh, apparently a ship chunk just fell right on top of us. Well, that's good for us, and that'll give us a little bit of components and steel. Fine with that. Yeah, that's definitely a good thing to have. Oh, yeah, and another thing I keep also forgetting to do. Now that I've got turrets here, I should probably do something like this. As well as something like this. And one thing is, I noticed I've made a roof here, which I thought is nice because I think it makes it harder for enemies to hit you if they're aiming at you behind both a roof and cover and sandbags. But the problem is with this, I noticed if there's a fire, like as you saw with the centipedes, if they start a fire here, even if it's raining when being in the jungle, it does often rain, it still won't put the fires out, so it's not always the best plan of action, I must say. Alright, let's chop that tree down. I feel like we're gonna get another wildfire out of this, aren't we? Just a hunch I have. Oh my, I've had hauling still. Oh my. Okay, that probably has something to do with the crappy priorities. Everyone's been hauling over anything else. And like I said, hauling is something that it is a pretty important thing, but it shouldn't be a #1 for as long as I've had it. Why are you starving? Oh, you just haven't ate. Well, that's your own damn fault. Okay. Huh. So no one's harvesting. That's a problem. Why are you mining? Oh, okay, that's why. God, I don't know when I screwed up all my priorities, but apparently I screwed up all my priorities, and it's really causing everything to get messed up. Maybe I should just take a bit of a better look at this just to make sure nothing else is messed up. No, pretty much everything else is how I want it, for the most part. God, there's so much starvation, too, from... I think you're a doctor, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, even though... Well, I guess patient is very high priority. That's the thing, is patient's annoying. Like, that skill system is really annoying because it doesn't take into consideration the severity of illness. So, like, if someone's got a gaping wound in their skull, it's considered, like, the same equivalence as, you know, having gut worms. Which, I don't know. I don't know how Tynum would fix that, but I think he needs to do something about that. Because it's really annoying when someone's, you know, laying in bed forever just because they have gut worms. And someone who got blown in the head might just be laying there, not getting treated as well. And even if you've got, you know, patient and doctor as pretty much the #1 priorities besides maybe flicking or plant cutting, which is what I've got, yeah, there's just not much you can really do about it. Alright, that all got harvested finally. Okay, so... how late is it? Oh, never mind then. I keep wanting to deconstruct, but whenever I have, like, an inkling to do so, to deconstruct all this crap, I then, well, now I get a breakdown too, although... Oh, and it is one of my constructors, so now that's making this even harder of a thing to accomplish. I keep wanting to do this, but then I realize it's really late, and then the rooms won't be finished by the time they start, so then that'll just end up causing them to all be pissy due to sharing bedrooms and whatnot. Alright, I think we got all the stupid little alpha beavers. Hopefully. Also, Depp, I'm gonna force you to do something here. You know, one thing I probably could do as well that I've never really even bothered is maybe some medicine production. I think I have to go here to do that, though. Oh, do I even have it researched? I don't think I ever bothered researching it. Yeah, I'm gonna switch over to that because this is gonna take forever to get done with. Yeah, I could try doing medicine production, although I think we need more of those one stupid things, whatever they're called, the... Oh, we do have a couple nutramines, or 7, not really a couple. 7's a little bit more than a couple. Okay, you know one thing that's always annoyed me is I think the word several technically just means like more than 3, but that's always annoyed me because I always have felt like several should mean like 7 or more, when really it just means more than a couple. You know, it's always annoyed me for some reason. How a word that basically starts with the word 7 doesn't have anything to do with 7. I don't know, that's one of those random things in the English language that's always annoyed the hell out of me. And to be honest though, I think most people that watch my videos technically more than, well, not really. I was about to say more people watch my videos that have English as a second language than anyone else, but that's not really true. I know that the US surprisingly only accounts for like 40% of my views, but then if I remember, I think like the other 10% is like, I think there's like 10% then is the UK, and then like 8% or something is, I actually think 8% is like Germany, surprisingly, and then I think like 7% is Australia and like 6% is Canada. And the reason why Canada and Australia is so low is just because they have like, if you look it up, they have like really small populations. So that's the reason why Germany is higher, is because Germany has a pretty high population compared to, you know, Australia and Canada does. So even though a lot of people in Germany might not be native English speakers, I still get a large amount of my views out of Germany. Oh, man, I'm tired. Doesn't that make for thrilling commentary describing my state of tiredness? Okay, we're out of steel again, so I guess I should find some. We have some way down here. Ooh, we got lovers, apparently. Red and Depp. It's funny, because I think I always confuse Red and Depp because they're the two colonists of mine that have two, or like 3-letter names, and for some reason, like if you look at it, they have both have E's, and then a D is really just like an upside down P, so I always confuse these two just because their names are so similar. So at first glance, you might misread one as the other. So now they're getting it on with each other. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. If you wonder why I say that's pretty neat a lot, just look up, what is it? I don't know why, but I started saying it, like, ironically after I saw this one video on YouTube, like, years ago. It's something about, I'm trying to remember, it's like, what the hell is it called? It's like, I think it's Nature Walk, like, Neature Walk. It's like some stupid parody of, like, PBS channels. But in the video, he always says, oh, well, that's pretty neat, whenever he's looking at something in nature, so I've started saying that a lot to describe things. Just because I'm weird like that. Okay. My god. And I keep getting starvation because they're so damn hungry from those gutworms that they keep forgetting to eat. Okay, maybe I should have a #1 cleaner, because I can tell our colony is getting full of blood and guts. And dirt as well, so that's not helping moods, I'm sure. Okay, you know what? When I finally get this done, or at least get it mostly done, I'm not going to do the back walls yet, because at the very least, if I can... I just want to get these front walls done more than anything. I could start on the other side later on. And I'm also going to make sure hopefully I can remember to change this later, but I'm going to do that because I want this done ASAP. And you know what annoys me? The fact that there is flooring underneath here. Oh, that's an interesting thing to know, is that there is flooring underneath the pre-made walls. So if you're desperate for a particular type of brick, and you've already defloored the area around it, you can just do this, and it makes your life a lot easier. Okay, so now, going to slate, and we'll get this done, hopefully soon. I'm going to have someone haul it, though, because there's a lot of junk to be hauled. And look at all this wood it's going to get us. A lot. We're going to have such wood, it's going to be crazy. Alright, there we go. So now we just need to get this constructed, which admittedly will take quite a while anyways. I also want to get that hauled just because I can. There we go. I think if I at least get these walls, like if I at least start the construction, I think that maybe it'll still consider it as its own room, so I won't get any debuffs. I'm hoping that's the case. We'll see. Alright, yeah, there we go. So I'm assuming that by the time... So even though there's no actual walls here, I think it still is considered divided. Like, it's no longer, Yeah, I believe so. Oh yeah, now they're sleeping together, so these two are in very good moods. That's awesome. Alright, I'm going to end this episode here, I do believe. So thank you all for watching. Hope to see you next time, and goodbye.